get a better look at the hand insurance. And insurance came back. There were no victims in this case. Trump would have had to pay to the $500 million in interest. Yeah, in February 2018. Arthur Engel. As a judge, and people said he was like a freakazoid at the gym. I can't remember. There's so many slim. And people this decision on safety act. In trial, the threat to derail image as a real estate tycoon. As he campaigned to regain the White House. Has revealed that Trump secured a cushy interest rate between after losing the value of his assets, like his Big Apple penthouse and his state on financial paper. Business owns labor that is true. Over which is 30,000 square feet, rather inside square feet. And use only figures that had like $327 million in 2015 after claiming it was worth $80 million just for now again. It's some of the names. I mean, you can, I'm not telling you to limit on, but I don't care if somebody is, making the values of properties to pay less taxes, to pay better interest rates. It's absurd. The city that I use almost none of their resources. I'm basically stunned. I leave the house like once a week. I have 0 kids at school. I have my own. I don't use any city water. I don't use any city electricity. I don't use any city service. The city doesn't plow my driveway. None of that stuff. And I pay just in property taxes almost $20,000 a year. Okay, so I don't care if people have a problem. People are going to try to pay less on their property taxes or get a better loan. I don't care. Property taxes are ridiculous. You never actually own anything. You just pay the government money to exist constantly. It's absurd. It's fraudulent. Trump also valued Mar-a-Lago at $517 million on financial filing, despite his own tax broker admitting to listing the estate at just $27 million in 2020. A witness revealed Mar-a-Lago is worth way more than $27 million. Again, I don't care about any of this stuff. Why? First of all, F the government and F taxes. But second of all, and most of the reason that these charges never was when the federal attorney general, somebody of that the system so that they could bring these charges in the first place. Now, they were doing anything they could to try and derail his presidency, and it was so nakedly obvious that this was nonsense that, everybody was going to give this insane $500 million. Now, look, big church, very hard. Here's smiling, you can tell, the chance. Things haven't been so for her. As of yesterday, the Department of Justice was in here investigating New York Attorney General Tisha James was seen closing loopholes outside of her. And President Donald Trump's Justice Department Organization chief called for the resignation of New York Attorney General Tisha James last week. He's conducting investigations into her conduct. I've said this before. You can disagree with me as a plan. I am, leave a like on the video if you drive. It's like, apologies era. But I don't care. They weaponize this stuff against Donald Trump when he was running for president. I would 100% support him weaponizing it at least against those that did it against him. Mission to get 2 billion people over safely. It's not too long. Now it has extreme heat impacting 1,000 people. This is the first time the largest bear cloud in history. 3,000 of your favorite creators are all coming together. This could be one of the largest land-free projects in history. Team all of us team. To get the water now decades to over 2 billion people in need. This entire community. And weaponizing it at least against those that did it against him, right? Judges politicizing everything or trying to go against him for political clout. Get him out of there. Letitia James, Albert Bragg, get him out of there. You say, well, Jeremy, you said you don't care about mortgage fraud. Yeah, I don't actually. But for Letitia James, I'll make a special exception. Okay? For Alvin Bragg, I'll make a special exception. For all these people that cheered on, supported what was very obviously lawfare, I don't care. You get what you deserve. Since the beginning of the investigation, James Martin has taken several unusual steps to fall outside the norms of prosecutorial conduct. He sent a letter to James' attorney on August 12th, suggesting New York's top law enforcement officer resign. He appeared outside James' home with a colleague. Hey, why aren't we raiding it? I think Trump should be raiding it. Why about 3 a.m.? Come to 3 a.m., Trump should be raiding Letitia James' home, should be raiding Albert Bragg's home, Judge Engeron, any of these people, those dorks in Atlanta, don't think I forgot about them, to try to bring up RICO charges of President Trump, only to bring him in for a mugshot that spectacularly backfired and he used it to raise hundreds of millions of dollars, okay? This is crazy. This is a criminal investigation, not social media, said Ali Honig, CNN senior legal analyst. Now they care about this. Now they take care about what people should be doing. No, I don't care. Drag this woman, humiliate her publicly, her, Alvin Bragg, everyone behind the Mar-a-Lago raid. If you have just cause to be raiding their homes, we should be doing that. We should be raiding the homes of those attorneys in Georgia. The one that was banging her assistant district attorney, whatever it was. Get him out of here. Alright? You can't look at you. Humiliate them. And I 100% support everybody. You'll be right. Okay. I don't always do. This is what you do. You're successful investigation. Again, now face investigation. Police will be resigning in disgrace sooner than later. Gavin Newsom getting desperate. Donald is finished. Newsom goes on offer. Trump offering him. Gavin Newsom. Again, it's 2025. Still not.
Trinity down!
And now me, it's taking away his step. And you're saying we can't even get a big stare, and therefore we're money for it. These stairs now, sad. Is that, and that's humor? Well, let's see, a new sound in this. Okay, what is it? That's off this. Let's see about this. See how this is pushing it. 19,000 tweets. 90,000 likes. Is that it? And by the way, why don't you tell, well, this has 100,000, pretty good. But, we'll see how they go. This will be funny in a week. And to be honest, why is he picking a fight with Trump? Because he's running against J.D. Vance, most likely. He's not going to beat J.D. Vance acting like Trump. Speaking of Trump, he is now seemingly, he's turning up the pressure on both Russia and Ukraine, as this morning apparently was a Ukrainian that was found guilty of blowing up the Nord Stream pipeline. I think that's awfully convenient timing. And in the same day,
I beseech you, deliver me from this place.
Like a great team in sports that has a fantastic defense. But offense, there's no chance of winning. Like the goal, I will a green light for rating offensive. I think this is just him approaching that gather players I agency and a deep state first. Hey, this was a nice bit of momentum. Let's see him keep it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like that and give me a
So there you're waving wonders. What we lied to about 9/11? Let me know in the comments exactly where we know what the hell was Building 7. What's going on? How does it match into its own footprint? Let's have a look at it.
Yeah, the demolition team set off when you see those demolition videos of the building. It looks like one of those scenes of an old building being purposely dynamited and blown up. If anybody who's ever watched a building being demolished on purpose knows that if you're going to do this, you have to get at the under-infrastructure of it.
Oh man, it's so weird when they don't need to watch very much of this to know that can't have been a result of being hit by a plane. They can do a lot of work. It's saying, what it was is the girders were like this, and they were designed in a special way to accommodate wind and the jet fuel. But you can watch that. It's like, that's all right.
No way, no chance.
I'm like when Bill Hicks does that bit.
Yeah, Jack. Being the unofficial #1 fan site for Brie Larson. Good day, ladies. How is your Thursday going? I see we are all on the same color palette today. We've got the grays and the blacks. And,
I like it.
yeah, very.
I'm glad that we have a uniform. It's nice for me.
Yeah, it is. It is nice for me too. I like to, I don't want anybody showing up, unkempt. That's
Yeah. Don't eat today. That's for Wednesdays.
Wait,
That's
this is
true.
for Wednesdays?
Yeah, Wednesdays we paint dirty.
How did I know that? I didn't get that memo.
Seen Mean Girls?
Oh, you're bringing up a reference from a movie that's 30 years old.
Wow. We were amazing. I got that one.
Well, I have seen Mean Girls. Shout out Lindsay Lohan, I believe, right?
Yeah.
She is in her trap wife era too.
Right.
She,
Like Saudi Arabia, I heard her in this area where she was like, yeah, I want to photograph people there. I love it.
Yeah. They, that's the one, Stop Trying to Make Fetch Happen. That was, Mean Girls. Yes, I remember. That was in the era, I don't know if this, maybe, you know, embryonic Hannah Claire didn't have this, but like, when I was in high school, and Melanie and I were in high school about the same time, like,
Yeah, but I was a homeschool nerd, though.
oh, that's true. Like, I don't know, maybe this translates homeschool stuff, though.
Okay.
Like, you just went to the movies on Friday. That's what you did. So it was like, you know, you would go to Applebee's, and then you would go to the movies.
Yeah, we did that. I did that. Yeah.
So, like, you'd see whatever. Like,
Yeah.
when I was young, you just, like, it was like, okay, what movie shows that after dinner? Like, what's at 7 o'clock that maybe I can get a little under the shirt, over the bra action? So then you, like, you went down to dinner with your squeeze or with your friends group, and then you went to the movies and you saw whatever. Like, back then it was like, you know, it was kind of the golden Adam Sandler era, so I got to see a lot of those movies in the theater, or like the scary movies were popular then, like that whole like spoof era.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if any of those movies, I doubt any of them hold up at all. But I really specifically remember, I think I saw that movie in the theaters.
I remember on Mean Girls, I'm pretty sure that Lindsay Lohan's character was from a missionary family, so she was homeschooled until she went to that school. So as someone was homeschooled, I was like, okay, that was what I related to, and she was going through her before she started getting crazy.
She was one of the early redhead couples that I had. Then I upgraded to the real prize, which was Emma Stone. But like,
Oh, she's so pretty.
yeah,
What do you think of her both?
I did see.
American Vogue is like under fire from fans of fashion because they're just
It's weird.
they are not turning out good covers, and she
Okay.
I think Emma Stone's really been embracing the weirdness lately. That's just kind of
Okay.
been her angle. Because, I mean, she was always, like, the pretty girl, like, big, beautiful eyes. Like, yeah, everybody just, like, she was the crush of so many guys. But then lately, since she's been doing weird movies and stuff, she just went all in on this weirdness thing.
Oh, this is isn't this called Trash Chic? I think I saw this look in
That's true.
Zoolander. Yeah. I don't care for her hair at all.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I don't
Oh,
like.
Oh, yeah, there's.
These are just shots of her throughout history, though.
Oh, yeah, where's the other pictures?
This
of
is
the
like
shoe?
this is like peak Stone right here, like Easy A era, and then she also played the bass player in one of my low key great stories. A movie called Rockstar. I think it's called Rockstar or The Rocker. That is called The Rocker, which was featured the guy that plays Dwight as like this 40-year-old kind of like burnout drummer, and then he joins his like nephew's band or something like that. But Emma Stone is the bass player in their band, if I remember correctly. I think I do.
Oh, I don't see.
She was still looking great in that movie.
Photos from this. This is a.
Oh, yeah.
See it now.
See if I can find a way.
Yeah.
Chat, look away. Chat, look away.
Don't look.
Don't look. Quick and easy way around. You know, I use Archive so that I make sure nobody tries to pull a fast one on me in mainstream media. But it's also a great way to.
TikTok of the people who are like, what is going on with this photo shoot? They are not about it.
Yeah, it's. Look at this.
So she's wearing like
Is your girl
a
like this?
onesie. No,
Look
I
at
don't.
her hair. What are they doing?
You know what? Her hair is it looks like Gozer from Ghostbusters.